Hello everyone and welcome to this new podcast. Welcome to episode 1 of the Road to Eurovision podcast. Over the next couple of weeks we'll be talking about all things Eurovision and talking about each individual act that are competing in this year's competition. So far we've had 10 artists who have announced that they are going to be representing their countries in Eurovision. We've also heard that our entry is going to be former Years and Years singer Ollie Alexander, who will be representing the United Kingdom at Eurovision this year in Malmö, Sweden. Obviously, great win last year for Sweden. Of course, Loreen, the two-time winner now with Sweden. She's going to have a great future in the music industry. So congratulations, Loreen, on your victory last year. Obviously, we've got a lot of countries who are determined to follow in Loreen's step, obviously after she won the contest last year in the United Kingdom in Liverpool. So every nation is going to be fighting hard to do well this year. We've obviously got another returning country to the contest this year. Luxembourg are back for another year, obviously after they haven't competed since the 2000 year. So they are back to prove their point. 10 artists have already been announced for the Eurovision Song Contest 2024. Some other countries are announcing theirs in the next couple of days. We know that on the 26th of January that we'll see Ireland's entry into the competition. So looking forward to seeing how Ireland fare. Obviously the Irish haven't qualified for a final in ages, and the last person to win for Ireland back-to-back, was Johnny Logan for Ireland back a few years ago. So hopefully we'll see some more brilliant songs, and hopefully it's going to be a brilliant year in Malmö, Sweden next year for the Eurovision Song Contest 2024. And yeah, it's going to be a great year. Some great acts already announced to perform next year in Liverpool. So looking forward to seeing the people who are representing their countries obviously next year for Eurovision. It is now, we are on the road to Eurovision. It is 112 days until the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest. So far we can tell you what we've had entries coming in. We've had 10 different artists being announced. Albania have announced their entry for the Eurovision Song Contest. Croatia will announce their representative on the 25th of February, so looking forward to seeing that. Czechia have announced their artist for the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest. Denmark and Estonia will announce their artist on the 17th of February, so looking forward to seeing those two artists there. Finland will announce their artist on the 10th of February. Germany on the 16th of February. Iceland on the 2nd of March, Ireland on the 26th of January, which is a couple of weeks away now. Israel will announce theirs in February. Italy will announce theirs on the 10th of February along with Latvia. Lithuania will announce their entry on the 17th of February. Luxembourg on the 27th of January, so that's the day after Ireland's entry. Malta will announce theirs on the 3rd of February. Moldova on the 17th of February. Norway on the 3rd of February. Portugal on the 9th of March. San Marino on the 24th of March. Serbia on the 2nd of March. Spain on the 3rd of March. Last year's winners, Sweden, will announce their entry on the 9th of March. And Ukraine will announce theirs on the 3rd of March. Other nations that have announced their artists: Austria have announced their artist for Sweden. Belgium have announced theirs. Cyprus have done theirs. France have announced theirs. Georgia have announced theirs. Greece and the Netherlands have also announced theirs. Slovenia have announced theirs. And of course, Ollie Alexander will represent the United Kingdom. So the countries waiting on their artists to be announced are Switzerland, Slovenia, Azerbaijan, Ukraine, Sweden, Spain, Serbia, San Marino, Portugal, Norway, Moldova, Malta, Luxembourg, Lithuania, Latvia, Israel, Ireland, Germany, Finland, Estonia, and Denmark, waiting for those countries to announce their singers. So looking forward to seeing how these next couple of weeks go. Of course, we're going to try and announce each day when we get the announcement for each artist. Obviously, as I said, Czechia and Albania have completed their national finals, so those two will have been announced. So we can tell you that Czechia's entry for the 2024 Eurovision Song Contest is called Eliko. Will be representing Czechia, and she has already announced her song for the 2024 contest. It's called Pentriel. I think that's how you say it. And Albania have also announced their artist for Eurovision 2024. We have their winner. It was Bisona Kunchani, however you say it. And the song is called Zemina en Divro. So basically, yeah, so Czechia and Albania have announced their tracks for the contest, which takes place in Sweden in May. We've not had any other songs announced yet. We have had Austria have announced who they are selecting for the contest, but no other song artists yet. These are just the artists that you can see on the screen, and we'll talk more about these individual artists when, of course, the full lineup is out. Of course, still a lot of these countries still have between January, February and March this year to announce their entries. So when we have the announcement for the entries, we will go through them, but obviously 10 countries have already announced their artist for the contest, including our very own Ollie Alexander for the United Kingdom. Obviously last year, for the United Kingdom's point of view, we got 9 points last year in our home country under our artist Mae Muller, and obviously Mae Muller had a tough year last year for the United Kingdom, but hopefully Ollie Alexander can do better this year for the United Kingdom. It's going to be a tough ask though against some brilliant countries. Of course, the returning Luxembourg. We've got Sweden now. Sweden have always been a threat to everybody in the contest, so it's going to be tough though, but hopefully we can smash it, and we wish Ollie Alexander the best of luck when he joins the Eurovision Song Contest. The contest dates, if you are interested, the first semi-final is on Tuesday the 7th of May, and the second semi-final is on Thursday the 9th of May, with the grand final on Saturday the 11th of May. It's going to be brilliant in Sweden. Looking forward to watching all of these artists live in Sweden when the official dates are out on Tuesday the 7th of May and Thursday the 9th of May. The draws will be done on those dates to reveal in May. We will have the draw for who will be performing in the first half of semi-final 1 and 2 and the second half of the semi-final. Of course, hopefully we're going to have some big surprises and some countries that wouldn't normally make it to a grand final make it in. Hopefully we could see it. Hopefully we wish everybody luck in the contest, including our potential neighbours, Ireland. We're wishing everybody here a very, very good luck, whoever they are representing, whether from Greece, from Cyprus, from Sweden, from the United Kingdom, from Ireland. We wish you all, every single competitor that is taking part, we wish you the best of luck, and hopefully your country will do very well this year. So yeah, we wish everybody the best of luck, and hopefully that this podcast will obviously inspire some young people that are listening who have never heard podcasts like this. Obviously, we'll try and keep this podcasting going, hopefully to get an episode out every couple of weeks. And of course, this is the first episode today. It's just like the introduction episode today, where we're talking about the artists and the countries. The next episode, which will be episode 2, will be deep diving more into some more artists. Obviously, the next artist to be released will be on the 26th, when we will preview Ireland and Ireland's entry for the competition, and then on January 27th we will find out who will be representing Luxembourg, a country who's not competed in the competition for a few years. So the next two countries that will be announced their entries will be Ireland on the 26th of January and Luxembourg on the 27th of January. And we're looking forward to finding out who will be representing Ireland and Luxembourg at this year's Eurovision Song Contest. And we look forward to any UK viewers who are listening, wherever you're listening from around the world, whether you're not just in the UK, but across Europe and across Australia. We hope you do enjoy this podcast as well. And it would mean a lot if you could listen to this podcast. Obviously, it's the first one of the new year. We haven't done a podcast in a while. So, please show your love and support on this podcast. We obviously try to make this as much entertainment as possible, and hopefully that you do enjoy these type of podcasts. And if you want to see more build up and reaction ahead of the Eurovision Song Contest, if you want to see a second episode of this podcast of the Eurovision Song Contest Road to Eurovision 2024, then please feel free to let me know. And of course, we will be bringing out an episode 2 if we do enjoy episode 1. Don't forget, you can find this podcast on our podcasting channel, on the All Things Sport channel. We are doing this on a podcast to put onto the channel, so you feel free to go back and listen to it anytime you want. And of course, we are building up to Eurovision 2024. It's going to be an absolute fantastic show. We're looking forward to seeing you all there in Sweden if you are going to Sweden. But if not, we're looking forward to watching it on the television with 2 brilliant semi-finals and of course the big grand final in May. And of course the 2 semi-finals will be hosted by our very own Scott Mills and Rylan Clark-Neil, and the grand final with the voice of Mr. Eurovision, Mr. Graham Norton, will be hosting the final. So that's pretty much it for today's podcast. I hope you have enjoyed the first episode, the introduction episode on getting to know how's life with these contests, and we'll keep you up to date with the gossip that happens throughout the next couple of weeks between now and the contest in May. We're looking forward to the contest this year, so please remember, if you have enjoyed it, to let us know in the comments. We'll be back soon for episode 2 of the Eurovision Song Contest podcast, and I hope you've enjoyed it. See you later, folks. Peace.